Hello. In the last video I posted, which was engaging NLP for children aged 5 to 10, I mentioned that the next one in the series is engaging NLP for tweens. So the tweens, as we know, is that stage, that really difficult stage between when you're a child and when you're a teen. It's also the time that we often change schools, and other things can be happening in your world as well. Your body's changing, maybe other things are changing at home, maybe there's a move, maybe there's a change in jobs. There's all sorts of things that can change. The biggest one really for a lot of children is that change to secondary school certainly in the UK. And there are other changes too that can be difficult. There's that sense of grief and loss really about all sorts of things to do with friendships you've had since you were little. If you've been in the same school since you've been 4 or 5 and now you're 10, wow, those are really good friends that you've lent on, who've given your support in both ways, you to them, them to you, friends that have experienced things with you that's been important to you, maybe the death of a grandparent or a pet. So those friends are very, very close, and to go to your next school and have to make new friends, often that whole experience of it being a big place. Maybe you don't get to be dropped off by your parent anymore, you have the school bus or public transport. It's going to be a place that, goodness, you know, so many rooms, having to go to different rooms for different classes, different teachers. Gosh, I'm probably stressing you out just thinking about it, which I don't want to do. So yes, lots and lots of change, and as at the same time as the change, of course, to this new school, you're losing old friends who you hope you're going to still see, but you know it's not going to be the same as seeing them every day in the playground at school and so on and so forth, after school and so on. So this book really was written to help you. I've got 4 children, they're grown up now, and 2 of them have children of their own. So I've seen what happens and how it works and how it cannot work, because it comes with its struggles. I run a practice, NLP and EFT Kids, working with children and teens near Maidenhead in the UK, Berkshire. And I tell you, I get very, very busy just before the start of secondary school, where children are panicking, and also in the first weeks as they struggle, and then again around October half term, when it's sort of, you know, the novelty's worn off and they do have to go back and do all those subjects, all that homework and so on. So what do I cover in engaging NLP for tweens? Well, I mean, I've given you a flavour for it, I feel. But it is, of course, the transition to secondary school, the changes in your body over sort of puberty, and also that growth in terms of responsibility. You know, mum and dad have helped you out a lot during primary school, but now they're not quite so accessible. You may be going to a secondary school a bit further away. They can't pop in and drop off that forgotten PE kit or homework or whatever. So it's about taking responsibility, and that can be a big leap for some, especially if you have had parents who've done quite a lot for you. There's also the schoolwork, peer group pressure, all sorts of things that you may be having to get to grips with. So engaging NLP for tweens, you'll find it on my website or on Amazon. Okay, hope to see you soon.